Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what is your reality going to look like 2 years from now. To do this reading, we will be picking out 4 piles for you to choose from together. I see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what they are. So for pile number 1, we have the crystal. For pile number 2, we have the moon. For pile number 3, we have the record player. And for pile number 4, we have the crystal bowl. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the beautiful Amazonite heart, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 2, we have the rose quartz, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, we have the cherry quartz, and this is what it looks like. And for pile number 4, we have the moonstone. I hope it picks up on camera. It's magical reflection. There we go. This is what it looks like. All right. So take a look at these 4 piles or 4 crystals and see which one you are the most drawn to. And that is probably your pile for today's reading. As I always say, sometimes you're just drawn to one pile, and that is definitely your reading. But at other times, you're drawn to more than one pile. Sometimes you're even drawn to all of the piles. Whatever it is, whether it's one, some, or all, always trust your intuition. That's the part of your magic. It leads you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, this is the card picking and the shuffling process. Thank you for joining in to this process. I feel like it's really magical, and I always love to have your energies as I prepare these piles, and that's why I always leave them on camera. So thank you for tuning in. I always enjoy having you around, and let's get into your pile preparations. Let me first introduce the cards to you. On the left are the oracle cards that I will be using for this reading. And on the right are the tarot decks that I will be using in this reading. All right, so now let's start shuffling with intention for our 4 piles. And let's ask, oh, that's ready. What will your reality in 2 years look like? So 1, 2, 3, and we need more space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Let's get into our next deck. And again, shuffle with intention. What does your reality look like in 2 years? 1, 2, 3, Okay. All right. Ooh, that is ready. Okay, well, I feel like this deck is ready because this one is popping out as well as this one. I feel like this one is sliding. So let's take that. Now let's get into our tarot decks. All right. Yeah, okay. What is your reality in 2 years? Whoa, going to look like? So I feel like the last card, you cannot see it, right? The last card here. So let's put that. All right, there we go. So what is your reality in 2 years going to look like? Thank you. There we go. Moving on to our next deck. What is your reality? We're taking 2 from each deck. Let's keep this one here. We're taking 2 from each deck. So what is your reality going to look like? 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Yeah, okay. Let's shuffle with intention. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. No, this one. And 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, let's pick up our next deck. What is your reality in 2 years? What does your reality in 2 years look like? One, 2, 3, and 4. Moving on to our next deck. This is the Alice in Wonderland deck. Love it very much. So nice. I love it. All right. Again, let's shuffle with attention. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wonderful. All right, so now we have our 4 piles ready. Let's put them neatly together. Starting with the first pile. There you go. That is the first card. Let's put it right there. With the Amazonite. Second pile. Second pile is also ready. Let's now add the main card. And we'll put in the rose quartz. Third pile. Is also ready. We'll add the main card. As well as the cherry quartz. Ooh, that was tricky. There we go. Feel like we need to create more space for the fourth pile. There we go. And the fourth pile is ready. Let's add in the fourth card. And we'll also add in the stone, which is the moonstone. There we go. All right, I believe our piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you for tuning in. I always enjoy your energies as I prepare these piles, and I truly believe that it's really important to have your energies as I prepare them, so that it's a great part of the reading. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at how your life is going to look like in 2 years. But first, let me light up your candle right at the beginning of this reading. All right, let's celebrate this birthday together, this 2 years. Looks like it's going to be great 2 years. A new beginning for you, pile number 1. Let's check what this is all about. So you've chosen the beautiful Amazonite heart, which signifies, let me adjust that. There we go, which signifies filtration of some energy. So we can clearly see with the filtration and the crystal, because it's all about clarity, good energy, sweet, supernatural, growth, all great energy to have in the next 2 years. Pile number 1. Let's take a look at your oracle cards first. Great energy so far. We have the eternal child. Let's keep that here. You also have, whoa, starting off on the right foot for sure, the sun in Leo with fortune. Looking great, pile number 1. I wish you all the best of luck in your life. So yeah, what a pile to pick. So far looking amazing. You also have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. This card feels so good. I almost feel like I want to hug it. I'm not sure if you have the same peaceful feeling that I'm getting from this card. So great fortune, great blessings. All your cards are screaming a wonderful future. Let's take a look at your tarot cards, pile number 1. So we have the 4 of Cups. I almost feel with this 4 of Cups that things are going so good that there is peace in the air around you and around your loved ones. You have the 3 of Coins, which is the 3 of Pentacles. I see you working peacefully. You have the Ace of Wands. The Justice card. The 8 of Inspiration, which is the 8 of Wands. Queen of Inspiration, which is the Queen of Wands. And again, the serenity in this beautiful card. You're glowing, you feel serene, you're beautiful, you are on top of the world, confident, relaxed, and strong with the Queen of Wands. Also, I see a lot of work in your reading with the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You're very successful. You have the King of Swords. And you have the Five of Swords. All right. So pile number one, I feel centering your reading is some sort of zoom in. Do you see that? With the Three of Pentacles working and the arm being zoomed in the next card with the Ace of Wands. So I see that 2 years from now, you have mastered your work, you know what you're doing, and your work is bringing up a lot of fortune for you. And that's why you have the Sun in Leo with fortune. You know how to, you've got a great grip on what you're doing. You've got a lot of experience, and you've learned how to bring great wealth to yourself, especially with this Eight of Wands. By 2 years from now, you would have crossed many great milestones quite quickly, if I may add, with the Eight of Wands. And with that, 2 years later, it might have been a long journey of hard work. You do see with the Justice card that this person has endured some high heels to look good during the night. So we see that you've endured a lot during these 2 years, and you've worked a lot. But with the Justice, things are flourishing now. You, with the King of Swords, you're on top of your game at work. With the Queen of Wands, perhaps there is popularity, or you have a name. If you're a consultant, people know your name. If you are a service provider, your name is well known, or your product or service is well respected and known. If you work in a certain company, you now handle great teams and in a great position. All in all, we see that your work is doing absolutely great, and it's bringing you in a lot of fortune. And the reason for that, my dear pile number 4, the reason for all of these milestones is that you're walking a certain path. And we see here with navigating by the stars that you are following your bliss, or following the journey that you are supposed to take. And following your instinct, following your intelligence, you by that time have created a lot of good fortune and success. Your inner child, I see 2 years from now, has healed, feels safe and happy. There's a lot of growth that happened to you in so many areas of your life, especially with the Justice card appearing here. I feel like the Justice card and the Five of Swords is kind of making me feel that you overcame some sort of unfairness happening with the Five of Swords. You've overcome something. Pile number 1. You've overcame a certain battle. You've got your rights back. Maybe some of you are in a legal unfair battle and you're getting your rights back. Maybe you, at the moment, you are currently facing some sort of unfairness in terms of, or a dispute with someone, or an entity, something of that sort. And I see that 2 years from now, maybe you're going through a divorce. That could be another thing. And then I see 2 years from now, you got your rights back. This was left in the past and you feel very strong. Pile number 1. I'm seeing something significant in your reading. There's a lot of personal growth in you in 2 years from now. You've matured a lot and grown and developed strength. Pile number 1. We see here with the King of Swords a lot of spirals. Oh, let me adjust that. In their cloak and in what they're wearing. Spirals here, spirals everywhere. And I see that you've kind of understood the cycles of life, the cycle of Mother Gaia, the Mother Earth reality. You've learned to attune yourself to these cycles, understand how to deal with them, and now you're standing strong in your position. And the reason that I'm seeing that so strongly is because with the Eternal Child, as well as the 5 of Swords, there seems to have been a lot of conflict, internal conflict and external conflict with other people. And the gift, you do see with the 5 of Swords, it's split in half. We see the shadow and the light. You've had to deal with the outside world, as well as, most importantly, with the internal world. And the gift of the 5 of Swords is the strength to move away from conditioned negative thoughts and, of course, feelings as well. That's why I have all the hearts. So negative thoughts, negative feelings that don't really support you. And from that, you get the gift of having peace of mind and the freedom, releasing the heaviness in your heart and feeling free. Pile number 1. Bringing back a lot of clarity into your life. And so 2 years from now, you're doing your spiritual mission. You're going along your path. You're growing spiritually. You have a lot of fortune. Most importantly, highlighted is that you've healed your inner child. You've grown a lot. You've grown strength and confidence. And you've overcome some sort of external and internal challenge, bringing justice to yourself. Pile number 1. By that time, you would have stepped many milestones, mind you, not in terms just of your work, but in terms of who you want to become in specific. Perhaps with this figure, I'm seeing you're also becoming your higher self. In terms of everything, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you're constantly moving one step forward every day. And 2 years from now, you're just on top of the world. You're doing very well. Pile number 1. I see you living a cozy life, cozy, homey life. Yes, full of great fortune, but I see you spending it with loved ones, peacefully. Not a lot going on other than your success, your obvious success. I see you living a happy, peaceful, loving life. Peaceful is the name of the game in your reading here. Feeling strong, feeling all right. You're doing just fine 2 years from now. Also, Eternal Child. Maybe, pile number 1. How did I miss that? Maybe some of you, if you decide to, may have a child by that time. Maybe you want to conceive a child. You'll have a child by that time. A new child, or this is your firstborn as well. In a home that is very warm, cozy, full of warm light. Pile number 1. I see you taking care of yourself physically, rubbing your legs here. I see that you're taking good care of your health, taking care of your looks, in all aspects, really. With the 4 of Cups, I see you keeping to yourself. You're not really open to other new things that are outside of your life. Maybe you have your plate full with maybe your new child or the activities that you're doing in your life. You're happy, content, filled with great energy, and I see your life at that point feeling quite consistent. You found what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it, and there's a lot of peace and consistency in your life. So pile number 1, this is how I see your life in 2 years. I'm wishing you all the best of luck. May you always have a peaceful, exciting, beautiful life, the way that you always wanted. So that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. If you haven't heard about it before, it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. There's now also an audiobook, and so to that book, and if you're interested in it, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. I'm wishing you a wonderful future from my heart to yours, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful rose quartz as well as the moon. So let's take a look at your reading, pile number 2, and see how your life is going to look like in 2 years. Okay, so you have, wow, starting off with an amazing card. So you have the Castle, and what a card. Let's keep this here. You have Mercury in Aries with restlessness. And you have wise leader. You are a beacon for others. What beautiful energy, pile number 2. With the rose quartz, I see a lot of purples as well. A lot of crown chakra that is activated. A lot of love. And with the castle, a lot of wealth as well. Let's see what you have. So, pile number 2, you have the Knight of Wands. You have the Hermit. The Four of Wands. The Eight of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. You have the Hermit, and we have 2 different hermits here. Surprisingly, if I let you know, they have different meanings, and I've been getting an intuitive feeling as I've been looking at your cards about this. I'll explain in a second. You have the Hierophant. Yes, now I'm sure. And that's why you have the wise leader. And you have the Six of Pentacles. So with this specific Alice in Wonderland hermit, we see a false spiritual leader, the mock turtle, or a spiritual poser. We see here that this spiritual poser is kind of giving the illusion to others that they're going to help everyone move with great speed. They're giving out a lot of promises, but most of them are fake, because this is a horse that doesn't actually move. It looks like it's moving, but it continues to stay in place. It has wings, but it's not flying. So I see you being depicted as the real hermit here, as well as the Hierophant. We're seeing great leadership, and that's why you have a wise leader and the castle. I don't know what you're up to, pile number 2, but I do see that in 2 years you're exposing someone, maybe even without knowing. Seeing the moon card, you're showing some sort of illusion that's happening. Not that you're fighting someone per se, but perhaps with your great work, people will be able to identify through you and through your hard work that there are other people, or there's someone who's pretending to be working, but they're not. Maybe you're working very hard in your field, and as you work so hard, you're exposing through your work those who are corrupt and are causing others to stay stuck in their place, perhaps feel ill, not find what they're looking for so that they get their finances. And things are moving slow with the Knight of Pentacles for people, because as they pause as leaders here, they're not making things work for others. There's a lot of promises of a horse running, of a horse flying, but it's not happening. Things are very slow, as I said, and stagnant. And through that, you show people through your work that it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. Can you believe this? With your hard work, do you see pile number 2? It's the same pose in the 2 pictures. Someone who is acting like a leader and not pretending to be one. Someone who's bringing wisdom through their work and is a real leader who wants to make a difference. And with the Six of Pentacles, quite fair. Quite fair in the fact that it's not about finances to you. You're not fake, pile number 2. You really want to make this work and to help other people. You're being celebrated with the Four of Wands 2 years from now. And with the castle, I have an idea that you're living a super luxurious life. You even have diamonds framing your eyes, pearls framing your face. So you're living a highly luxurious life. You are getting finances, a lot of finances, even though that's not mainly what you were looking for, pile number 2. Because you're exposing this chaos, this illusion, bringing into light how things are done properly. Because you truly care about others, and that's why they are celebrating you. You give to them and they give back to you, pile number 2. I'm seeing something in specific. This, of course, doesn't have to relate to everyone. But I do see the Hierophant pointing at the Hebrew letter Shin, which means tooth. Tooth has to do with digestion. So some of you are doctors, medical doctors, dentists, or nutritionists in specific as well. But as I always say, this is a general reading. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you're helping others digest some sort of information, not just food, right? Bringing them out of a maze of confusion. Or not just of confusion, of things slowing down just so others can survive. Whereas you are showing others the way. peacefully. We see here a cow, which throughout ancient civilizations has always been revered as the mother, the goddess, such as, for example, the ancient Egyptian goddess Hathor, love, nurture, motherhood. So we see a lot of great care in what you're doing. You're greatly respected. And with the bear, I see that you're protecting the work that you're doing. Here with the Hierophant, you're being assisted with downloads or information. Your crown chakra is so active, helping you see the truth, research the truth, and find out exactly the way and you present it in such a digestible manner that people are able to understand and implement. Such a great leader, pile number 2. Your pile speaks of your leadership 2 years from now. And with the Six of Pentacles, just as you are giving fully with quality from the heart, you will be taking that same quality into your life. I see also the god Mercury holding the Cassadeus. Again, some sort of healing going on. Maybe even through communication with Mercury. All right. So I want to take your tarot cards and I want to get more information about your life in 2 years for you, pile number 2. Can we kind of get more information on how pile number 2's life going to look like now that we have the main idea, please? Thanks. Wow, you have the Fool, the Six of Wands, the Moon. Yeah, the Moon's coming up twice, and I see for you, my dear pile number 2, that even I felt like I need more information, but this is the second time the Moon comes up, showing that your life 2 years from now, there's so many surprises that you're not meant to know about as of now. But what is clearly shown is that you will be very successful with the Six of Wands. You'll be reaching your goals and your dreams. And it's like a new beginning here for you 2 years from now. You're living a totally different life, a totally different adventure, and it might even be in a totally different land, pile number 2. All right, fine. Since this is all we're supposed to know now, we know that you have a lot of wealth, you have a lot of success, and perhaps even you live in another land achieving your dreams. Right. How about your relationships? Let's pull out some cards and find out more information there. Perhaps we're allowed to explore in that area. So how about pile number 2's connections and relationships? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, these are a lot. Okay, let's find out. Pile number 2. Such an intriguing pile. I want to put them in the order they came in. There we go. That feels right. So, whoa, talk about connections. The 10 of Pentacles. You are clearly here surrounded by all different types of people that you love, family, friends, a personal small family. Yeah, you're just blessed in that area 2 years from now, pile number 2, surrounded by people that you love. It feels so warm and fuzzy and beautiful. So we're allowed to find out about that. You're living also luxuriously, as you can see, with great house parties. You have, you have strength. So that came up. I know I was asking about connections, but pile number 2, this came up. I have to tell you, I really feel this 2 years from now, your health, your physical health is on point. You're taking very good care of yourself. Now, going back to connections, strength shows that you have strong bonds and strong connections with others. You formed lifetime healthy connections that are going strong. You have the Knight of Swords. With this specific Knight of Swords, I feel like you're putting yourself out there. 2 years from now, you're connecting with others, maybe because you're shown as a leader here. So you're connecting with others, you're always out there making new friends, making new connections. On top of your game when it comes to other people socially. Pile number 2 for sure. You're out there connecting, you're having healthy relationships and connections. You have the 8 of Cups. So with the 8 of Cups, this is quite interesting. I kind of see you've made a critical decision 2 years from now to cut off a certain connection. Now, with this, we see with this 8 of Cups figure here, sometimes we have to have the courage to admit a mistake, even if it's been going on for a long time, and to walk away from it, to actually leave it. Let me pull out a card and see what type of person this mistake could be with. Who are you leaving behind 2 years from now? King of Pentacles. You might be leaving a certain connection with someone you work with, partnering with someone else. You might leave an old manager. You might leave a partner. It's an educated decision, as you can see. It's not an emotional one. But you've ended your partnership and connection with someone you're working with. Pile number 2. Right, so moving on to how your connections are like 2 years from now. We see with the 7 of Pentacles. Oh my God, again, we see the idea that you're putting yourself out there, you're growing your connections, and every once in a while, as this figure shows, you take one beautiful apple, not a bad apple, a beautiful apple, into your collection of wonderful people. And that's why you're surrounded by marvelous people. You're constantly out there, putting yourself out there, and you see so many people that you're able to pick out all these beautiful apples into your plate. So you have this collection of people. Isn't that interesting? So beautiful. And with the 7 of Cups, I see that you have made enough connections to dream of doing whatever you want, and you have different people, or may I say the right people in the different fields that you can collaborate with to further achieve and succeed at doing what you want. Wow, I'm surprised I open up this section of connections. What a reading about connections. And you truly deserve to be a wise leader here. It says you are a beacon for others, pile number 2. And I see that you're surrounded by so many people who love you. I see a lot of success 2 years from now. And how brave are you to expose corruption this way? May you always be blessed, my dear pile number 2. Have I loved and enjoyed your reading? And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile Number 2. This could really help you out in your journey. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it or waste time reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey. And so if you're interested in that, there's also now an audiobook that I've released as well. If you prefer that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And Pile Number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Goodbye, beautiful spiritual person. Bye, spiritual leader. Hi, Pile Number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful cherry quartz as well as the record player. So let's take a look at your cards and see what the next 2 years are looking like for you. What's your reality in 2 years? So you have the crone. Wow. Okay. You also have Sun in Virgo with health. Love that for you. Pile Number 3. Ooh, what a strong card. You have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Wow, I love that. Such strong energy here. So I see overall strength. See that with me. Pile Number 3. You have spiritual strength with the crone. You have physical health with the sun in Virgo. And here you have you have mental health with that last card that we see here with overcoming obstacles. In fact, with this record player, I see you are vibrating high, in a good mood, happy person is what I'm seeing. All round happy person. Physically, mentally, spiritually, in all aspects of your life. You're doing absolutely great. Lovely to know, Pile Number 3. Let's see what else is happening in 2 years. Ooh, so you have the Page of Wands. I see a strong announcement happening here. What could that be? You're being presented an award. Interesting. Let's find out more. You have, you have the moon. That was a very special moment in Alice in Wonderland. Let's get more information. You have the Three of Wands. You have the Page of Wands. With the Muse of Inspiration, this is the King of Wands. Let's keep the King of Wands right here. You have the Nine of Wands, looking powerful and strong for sure, vibrating with high frequency. You have the Knight of Cups. And you have, wow, ending your reading, my dear Pile Number 3, is the Nine of Pentacles. I see you living your dream come true. That I can tell you. You're living a dream life that you want. One that has wealth, independence, and health. With the Knight of Cups, I see you're pursuing what you love in 2 years. we're seeing, of course, Alice here, like I mentioned, entering the rabbit hole. And we see you entering a whole different world altogether. The world you're living now, pile number 3, will be completely different than your reality 2 years from now. And there's a great emphasis and a great highlight on announcing who you are going to be. I see people talking to each other, telling each other about how you have changed in so many ways. There's magic around you. You're looking great. You're acting with strength and confidence, and you're living your dreams. So there's a lot of people talking about that. Oh my God, look at pile number 3. Do you know where they are today? Do you see how they look like? Did you see their house? Did you see what they're doing? There's a lot of talking surrounding you. And that's very evident 2 years from now, in your reading, of course, I mean. With stop living in the past, like I said, it is very clear that who you are today and who you will be 2 years are 2 different people. Highly evolved person. And you're getting into another world, not just in the areas we've discussed, but you're getting into a new world of spirituality. You're exploring your own magic. You're living experiences that other people are not living. You're becoming a magical person yourself. You're seeing other things that other people aren't seeing. Pile number 3. 2 years from now, not only do you believe in magic, you've touched it with your own hands. I think by that time you would have had such sacred experiences, psychic experiences that will be very special and rewarding, that I don't think you will be discussing with anyone. Pile number 3. You're entering a different world altogether in everything. What you're living now is not going to be recognizable anymore. In fact, I feel here that Spirit is telling you, if you were to hear how you're living, it would sound like music to your ears. Who you have become, how you're shining, how you're walking, how you're dressing, how you're talking, what you're saying and what you're doing, and what you're receiving as well. Wow, totally different life altogether. In fact, I feel with the Queen here, you are living quite a luxurious life. I see a castle. I see an ancient Egyptian queen being served and being taken care of. So I see you not only taking care of your health, but I see you taking care of maybe your skin. You're having massages. You're taking care of the way you dress. You're glowing, my dear pal number 3. What can I tell you? Yes, taking care of yourself keeps showing up in your reading. You're always taking an initiative to something with the 3 of Wands, especially with the messages coming in. So 3 years from now, I see you a very busy person, but you're someone who loves excitement. Your life is full of new things 2 years from now. You get invitations to attend things and you go. You get invitations to join activities and you go. You get invitations for business partnerships and you agree. So you're constantly getting blessings over and over and over. You're accepting them. You're very busy and you're living really a magical life, just like Alice in Wonderland here. But be careful, pile number 3. You have the Page of Wands here. You have a lot of salamanders climbing up this figure's or this person's body. And we see that with all of these excitement, with all of this excitement, you have to be careful. Some of these will turn out to be amazing adventures, and some of these may scare you a little. So yes, say yes to new opportunities, but now you know that 2 years from now, just be quite selective, because you'll have so much opportunities coming in, and sometimes you'll feel like you want to take them all. So I see your spirit guides telling you 2 years from now, despite the fact that you may not be quite able to imagine what we're talking about, but know that there will be a time where you'll be offered so many things. It's a new world for you. Be selective, pile number 3, because all of these opportunities are so tempting. But always remember, some opportunities will push you up, and some opportunities want to take a piece of you. So be careful to be selective of what you get, pile number 3. You know, the Knight of Wands can be a knight that is quite selfish, looking out for what they want. So you'll have great opportunities that will push you even further into your goals and dreams, but other opportunities where they look like opportunities, but perhaps others want to take something from you and not give back. So keep that in mind, pile number 3, as you go along this amazing journey in 2 years. You're in a different life, my dear friend. You have a whole card landscape showing just how on fire you're going to be in terms of who you are and what you're doing. Two years from now, you are glowing and great looking, that I see, whether you'll then be in a relationship or not. That's not what I'm seeing. Whether you are in a relationship or not, I see a lot of offers coming to you. That area of your life is so open, people admiring you, feeling that you're great looking, that you're shining, that you're confident. And we see a lot of people flocking, trying to get to know you and trying to offer their love and admiration to you, pile number 3. Quite frankly, I see you giving your back to most of them. I don't know why you're not interested. Maybe you're in a beautiful relationship, or maybe 2 years from now you're not interested. Or maybe you're waiting for the right one. Who knows? It's of course a general reading. But overall, you have a lot of people admiring you, offering you their love, their great love. And I see you standing your ground, feeling independent, either waiting for the right person or happy in your own connection. Pile number 3. I'm going to take your tarot cards and I will take a look at your financial situation, although it's really obvious here. You're the 9 of Pentacles, you're living your dream. That includes your finances. And I do see that whatever obstacle you have today, you will have overcome it 2 years from now. You're just a strong person who's vibrating happiness. So can we kindly get more information about pile number 3's finances 2 years from now, please? 1, 2, how are they going to be living like, please? Although really, I do see you living your dream, but I want to make sure that I give you all the information that you may need from this reading. You have, whoa, the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to be very fortunate in this area. You have the Tower. You have the 2 of Swords. And And you have the Knight of Wands. Apologies, this was the Page of Wands. Did I say Knight? Well, it's interpreted the way you're meant to hear it in your reading. So no worries about that. Right. So what I see here, pile number 3, is that by that time, you'll be wealthy enough to overcome a tower moment happening in your life. You do see here with the Two of Swords, you're living in peace. With the Knight of Wands, you're doing absolutely fine. I see that there is great fortune to an extent where one certain crisis might happen. You would have so much wealth, enough wealth to bypass this situation. Take care of it. Yes, you might be annoyed during the time that it happens, but you'll be so padded that it won't really matter. You'll bypass that situation with so much wealth that you'll be able to gain back your peace and live the luxurious life that you continue to live. You, with the feminine energy, receptive energy here, I see that you're continuing to get a lot of fortune into your life. You're living fine. And if anything, this moment, this mishap here has taught you to be more mindful. You've learned even more on how to manage your finances and keep yourself safe. Pile number 3. So that's exactly what I see for you 2 years from now. May you always be blessed, pile number 3, with great health, fortune, and a wonderful life that is full of happiness. Thank you for tuning in, pile number 3. That was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. If you haven't heard about it, pile number 3, it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. You won't waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that and feel that it would truly help you out in your journey, know that I do have an audiobook now, and you will find the link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful moonstone as well as the crystal ball. So it says reflection, prediction, leave room in your plans. Let's see what this is about. Pile number 4, let's keep it here. And let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the Mask. Okay. So some of your future may not be revealed to you at the moment. We're of course going to be taking a look at how your life is going to look like. But with the crystal ball, leave room in your plans, and the Mask, the moonstone, I feel that there's so much to be revealed to you later. You're not supposed to know everything at the moment. But let's keep a look at everything else. So you have Saturn in Libra with devotion. That's a wonderful card to have. Okay. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Looks like a happy, beautiful card, peaceful card as well. So you're discovering some truth 2 years from now. That's why you have leave room in your plans. There is some event that is significant that will happen 2 years from now that has to do with some truth revelation. You'll find out something very important that is hidden to you now. Do you see? With the moon card, the moonstone, half of this is dark. You're not supposed to find out about it now, but mark my words, pile number 4, 2 years from now, you will discover some sort of big truth. I'm really curious. I wonder what that is. Who knows? Would you remember me 2 years from now and tell me about this? I'd be really flattered. You have the Chariot. You also have Temperance. This is when Alice found out about the mushroom, and now she knows how to shrink and grow, right? When she met the caterpillar. Now she has control over her life almost magically. So this truth, pile number 4, will not only take you far ahead in life, but will somehow make you in control of it, almost to a magical extent. My dear pile number 4, oh dear, oh dear. What a secret revelation here. Oh dear. All right, so you have the 5 of Cups. You know, also, the mushroom has always been studied in the longevity centers and has proven to keep your life quite long. And I see with the 5 of Cups, you healing yourself from something important. You're finding many secrets, pile number 4. Perhaps you're someone who loves to read and research, other than the secret that's being revealed. I'm seeing something else. I'm seeing you discovering in 2 years so much truth about how to keep yourself well, how to move ahead in life, how to live happy. Interesting. Okay. You have the Emperor. The Ace of Cups. Wow, beautiful new beginning, my dear. You also have, whoa, the Ace of Wands. Talk about new beginnings. Okay. You have the 10 of Wands. Presented here as great strength and power. And ending your reading is the 4 of Wands. Your life almost looks heaven-like. 2 years from now, pile number 4. All right, let's take a deeper look here into your reading. With the 10 of Wands, right next to the 4 of Wands, I see that 2 years from now, you would have broken with strength a certain karmic cycle and you're living a dream world. There's a new beginning 2 years from now, emotionally and in terms of your spiritual growth. Certainly being highlighted here by an end of a certain cycle. So we see a certain ascension happening, a new type of growth happening, and you're finding out secrets that are keeping you way ahead. That's why it's so dark here. With the crystal ball, the moonstone, and this mask, you're finding secrets that not everybody knows, my dear pile number 4. Only a certain group of people know. And you're making great use of this information to help balance your own world. You've overcome something. And you're living in absolute heaven. Also with the Emperor, I see that you, especially this Emperor, I see that you are in charge of a certain company or a certain big business. You seem like a business person to me, a businessman or a businesswoman who is on top of their game. Your life is pretty comfortable. You see this person working from the kitchen. And so, yes, there's a great empire, but at the same time, you're doing it quite comfortably. Professionally, but comfortably. Pile number 4. Nice life indeed. I see your life is full of outdoor activities, a lot of health, a lot of nature. Your pile doesn't talk much about your connections to others. It's very much zoomed in to great discoveries and unique experiences that only pertain to some people. Pile number 4, especially with the supermoon here behind the man and the bear, again revealing secret information. I'm gonna pull out your tarot cards and try to get more information about that, despite the fact that there's so much secrecy here. We're only going to find out what we're meant to know. So can we kindly get more information about, first, how will this information help pile number 4? And second, what is this Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups cards here? Are they signifying perhaps a new romantic connection? Let's find out. First, can we get more information, please, on pile number 4's unique information for? What is this for? Ace of Pentacles. Whoa, you have all the aces in your pile number 4. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. 2 years from now, you're living a totally new life. It's revealed. There's not much information about it, but it's a unique life that only a few people can live. And it's like totally new in every way, shape, and form. You have the Page of Wands, exploring a different life that will be very new to you in so many ways. So many things will shock you, but in a good way. Maybe your health and your skin will be shocking you. It's so good. Maybe the experiences and the adventures that you're going to go through will be shocking, but lovely to experience. Or the amazing events that are coming in. And maybe even romance will shock you because it's going to be so good. Whatever it is, you'll be experiencing in all forms, because you have the 4 aces, will be quite shocking and new to you. Will feel so good, pile number 4. This pile number 4, never ceases to amaze me on this channel. And you have the 8 of Swords. So we're asking about what this information will do. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel like part of this information will help you end this karmic cycle we're talking about. You will feel like you have tools that can help you in any area of your life where you could feel stuck. Wow, what type of information is that? What sort of magic is that, pile number 4? You must be very lucky, and I have nothing but respect for you, pile number 4. You will have unique information, unique spells, unique science research, who knows, that will keep you unstuck from anything. And that's why you have the 10 of Wands, the end of hardship and the beginning of heaven on earth. Pile number 4, you're living a beautiful life, and this is why. I'm always shocked reading this pile. All right, let's take a look as promised on the Ace of Cups that is in conjunction to the Ace of Wands, and see what this connection is like. Is this, apologies, pile number 4. First of all, is this a romantic connection? Is this beautiful love? And if yes, what will it feel like? What is it like in 2 years from now? Let's see. So, whoa, 10 of Pentacles. This is not the first time this happened today when asking about a relationship. If this happened to you before in today's reading, this is a total confirmation. So you have the 10 of Pentacles, 1. You have the 6 of Wands, whoa, victory. A successful, happy connection, that's for sure. You have the King of Swords. And you have the Queen of Cups. Isn't it so sweet to have the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups? The way I describe this relationship is that it's going to be one that is mature but quite empathetic at the same time. This seems like a combination of what a best friend is like. So a relationship that will be formed by a strong friendship, strong empathy, strong love, and of course with the 6 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, a lot of fire and passion. 10 of Pentacles shows that overall you are in a connection, pile number 4, that will make you very happy, that is passionate and very satisfactory for you. A best friend, really. Pile number 4, that was your reading. I am so amazed. I wonder what all these secrets will be about. I hope one day you'll be able and allowed to share it with me, and that you'd remember and do share it. I would appreciate it more than anything. Thank you so much, pile number 4, for tuning in, for being as wonderful as you are, and for choosing to watch this reading. I am full of gratitude, and that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 4. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. You won't waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. If you're interested in that, pile number 4, and really feel that it will help you out during your journey, now there is an audiobook for it as well. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 4, it was such a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.